can you tell me what is your name and how old are you?
I'm Khánh and I'm 16 years old.
Good. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Let me have a look. Do you work or study?
So right now I'm studying in high school and I don't have the requirement age to work.
Yeah. Do you plan to have a subject to study in the future?
So in the future I'm going to aim for the physics and also mathematics because that's my favorite two subjects.
Is that a popular subject in your country?
So in my country, I don't think that the normal people would choose the physics or mathematics because they seems like they all love literature and the history class.
Good. Do you like science?
So as I've mentioned, physics and mathematics is my two favorite subjects. So I would say that I quite interested in science.
When did you start studying science?
I have studied science since I was in ninth grade, and I have a thought that the science subjects have a big impact on me.
Have you ever applied science in your life?
In my daily life, I think I have applied science, especially when I was cooking or maybe like when I was trying to create something like to help me with my subject presentation.
Okay. Okay, you have a bit of paper. So, you have 1 minute to make notes. There's your question. Describe something interesting you learned from the internet. You should say what you learned, what website did you learn it from, how you learned it, and explain why you think it was interesting. Okay, so describe something you learned from the internet.
So from the internet, I have learned how to create a DIY car. It was made from like the regular piece of Legos, and I think I have learned it from the website called howdoi.com, and I learned it during my free time, and there was a video that explained me how to craft it and the requirement for the pieces. And I learned how to create this car because I have a science class that require me to create something new, like DIY or yeah, and I think it was quite interesting since not many people have the class that require you to create such things, and I think it was quite a great experience since I can play with my new toys and maybe like share with my friends, and that's an interesting, like quite a wonderful experience.
Good. Okay, some final questions. Do older people have a hard time learning new things?
So I think that in today's world, old people wouldn't have the slight disadvantage in learning new things compared to the normal kids today, since they all past the age for learning new things. And I would not say that they cannot learn anything new, but so they don't have the like the mind for capable of learning new things like quickly.
How do they learn new things?
What do you mean by that? The old people?
Yeah, so how would an old person learn new things?
So I think that now the old people learn new things based on their knowledge about their past, or maybe like they learn new things because of they want to have a connection with their children, so they learn it from their grandchildren, or maybe from their the normal kids now.
Okay. Do you think the government should invest in education for elderly people?
So in my opinion, I think the government should invest in education for old people, because old people nowadays, they seems like they don't like really blend in the now society, and they seems like they have a slight disadvantage to like the new technology nowadays compared to the normal kids.
Good. Do you think it is good to invest in finance, so that's money, for the elderly or the young?
So first, for the young, I would say that money for the money should be used for education and food. Yeah, because they all in the study age, and they all have the capability to learn new things, and they all quite get healthier, so they should get more food. And in older people, I think that the money should be spent on like healthcare, because they all seems like they have problems with their health, and they have many diseases that can be treated normally.
Okay, good.